Guys, my name is Skylar Pie. I was gonna play the pro, and today we are going to be watching
No.
We are going to be watching scary animation. Scary animations. Scary. Scary anime.
What am I for Halloween? Comment below. Tell me what you think I am. Because I don't know. Hey guys, since it's almost Halloween, so we're reading a spooky story on the Yarn app. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to download the Yarn app. I've done a bunch of videos on Yarn. It's basically a bunch of text message stories, and they have funny stuff, they have sci-fi, ooh, they have explicit. Not for the YouTubes though, but my favorite is the scary ones. So we're gonna read them. Haunted Camper. I wanna read this one, okay? Trevor said, hey babe, just wanted to check in. How's everything going? Good, I just finished setting up the tent. It's so beautiful up here. We should come here together next time. Yeah, I always wanted to do a camping trip to Yosemite. Yosemite. It's Yosemite, right? But it's spelled Yosemite. Just couldn't take work off. Are there any other campers there? Just an older couple with their dog. They're super nice. You're telling me this girl went camping by herself? Do people do that? Do people go camping by themselves? I don't know about you guys, but I could not be left alone, let alone in the woods by myself. I have really bad anxiety, and if nobody's there, I ain't got my phone. What do? Cry in your tent? Roast some weenies? Look up at the sky? Take some selfies? I don't know what I would do. I'm gonna take my camera out for pics while the sun's still out. Just be careful, babe. Never know what monsters are out there. Aw, if only you were here to keep me safe.
I'm going to the SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob.
I'm gonna go set up my gear. I smell poop. I think they pooped. I might lose service for a bit. Text me once you're back. Want to see your shots. Will do, love you. Damn, he's not gonna say it back? OMG, I'm beat. But I got some great pics. I'll upload them to my computer and I'll send them in a bit. Is everything else going okay? Yes, it's so peaceful. And it's nice to get away from everything. This project came at the perfect time. Okay, just don't wander too.
No, on my YouTube channel.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. No, nobody needs to see all that. Scary anime. Hey, sweet, I had to cut off. It's seriously too long. I had to cut off, guys. We're going to be watching scary animations. Let's get into it.
When I was in kindergarten, I lived in an apartment house of quarter access, and there lived a family of a friend who was always playing with me in the same apartment. Me, my mom, my friend, and my friend's mother. We used to hang out with each other often. Then one early dawn, my friend's mom kept hearing an irritating sound outside the front door, so she woke up and went outside. To her surprise, there was an angel of death crawling on all fours in the hallway in front of her eyes. just moving back and forth, on and on. And that irritating sound that she heard was the sound of his black dress being drawn to the floor. She screamed with fright, but it kept crawling slowly in front of the front door, not caring about her at all. And she eventually realized that it was a dream when she soon awoke. The next day, she, of course, got frightened and went to see the shaman lady with my mom. As soon as she told her own story, the lady said something with such a creepy, cold voice. "Your son will die soon, and there's no way to save him. You can't change the fate." She got more terrified with anger and got up from her seat hurriedly. But then the shaman said to my mom, "And your son will be safe." In the end, they had no choice but to just come back vacantly. A few days later, the four of us were on our way back from the market as usual. By the time we reached the entrance of the apartment, my friend suddenly ran into the apartment first, saying he had to pee. And I saw the fruit truck parked in the corner of the apartment parking lot, so I ran over there and started to beg my mom to buy some fruit. As she was not about to buy me fruits at all, she just persuaded me to go home quickly. However, somehow I kept wanting those fruits so badly, so I tried not to go back home, standing in front of the truck. My friend, who already just went up to his house, stuck his head out from the railing in the hallway. Then he shouted loudly, saying that the house was locked. After seeing his mom take the key out of her bag, my friend came down again right away. And as soon as he ran towards the apartment entrance, it was the very moment. He was hit by a big van suddenly that rushed from the other side. I don't remember because I didn't see the very moment clearly, but it is said that his whole body flew away with a loud crash. And of course, he died instantly on the spot. I've been thinking so far that my friend had died because his mom had dreamed of the angel of death. But my mom later told me something shuddering. "Do you remember how high the corridor railing was then? It was just as high as an adult's chest." It still gives me goosebumps when I think of the moment when he got his head out of the railing.
Okay, let's go and watch the next one.
This incident occurred when I just turned 12. It was a big day for me, since we were going to throw my birthday party. Everyone in my house was busy decorating inside. A lot of my friends and all my family members were supposed to come, so I was pretty excited at that moment. Later on, almost everyone had arrived, and I was waiting for two girls named Saya and Alania. They were twin sisters whom I just met a few days ago. We weren't actually that close to each other, but I thought they were nice and fun to hang out with. So I invited them the day I met them on the street, and they laughed and said that they would love to come. In fact, I didn't really think about them and forgot about those twin sisters soon, since I was enjoying the gifts I got. A few hours went by. I heard a loud knock on the door suddenly, and when I opened the door, the twin sisters, Saya and Alania, were standing there and smiling. "Come on in!" I greeted them and tried to invite them inside. However, one of the girls said, "We weren't expecting this many guests." At first, what she told me seemed pretty odd, but I didn't think much of it because they were too shy and didn't like being around too many people. So I introduced them to everyone in the house. Everything was fine until that moment. Not long after, they came closer to me saying that they had my present. It was the cake they made. It looked like a normal cake, but smelled really bad. And it looked like it was rotting for a long time. No doubt, I felt disgusted. But soon, I decided not to judge by its looks, so I eventually tried one bite. To my surprise, it tasted really good. I proceeded to eat more and more, But then, my eyes suddenly started to go blurry. The last thing I remembered were the twins' big creepy grin, and that I was dragged by them somewhere. Then I passed out. I don't know how much time went by, but when I woke up again, I was in a hospital. I could feel my whole body hurting, and my parents almost cried when they saw me wake up. I was confused and asked the nurse standing next to me what had happened. Then she told me that a lot of guests noticed that I was gone at certain points on that day. They were looking for me, and they eventually found me unconscious and beaten up terribly in our shed. My parents were shocked and immediately called the ambulance and the police. They asked everyone all kinds of questions, but then one of my friends noticed the twin girls were gone too. Eventually, they were found in my attic, hiding behind some big boxes. It was said that they were covered in blood and were smiling widely at the police. It turned out that the girls put the heart and the guts of a dead sheep, some small bones, and even thin, small needles in the cake I ate. And they also put lots of candies, chocolates, and some sweet things, so that's why I couldn't notice anything weird. It is said that the girls had escaped from juvenile a few days ago, exactly on the day I first met them. Fortunately, I didn't swallow any of the needles, but I had to suffer from food poisoning badly for a while. The doc told me I was very